Twitter's a used car now. Sounds like it's a used car. They're trying to run back the mileage a little bit and try to present it in a more valuable state than what it really is, because it's not really that valuable. It's not really worth that much, especially now. So Elon Musk is attempting to buy Twitter. The deal's been having its ups and downs. It's been having its ups and downs. And this whole situation, all of it is basically because Elon Musk believes in freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is a very big, important thing for Elon Musk. I mean, it's an important thing for Western society at least. But I love hearing the different explanations as to why it is important and why it isn't important. And it seems that it is important enough for one of the richest men in the world to spend billions of dollars trying to bring forth more freedom, which would mean less regulations onto the platforms, but then you would have to regulate it per country that whatever your host country is. You have to regulate the rules to cater to that country. It seemed like before they were trying to make it one size fits all. Now, if Musk is buying it, it seems like theoretically they would change that to where they're compliant in the country that they're running in. But it's a $44 billion deal. Even Elon Musk had this funny little clip.
It seems beyond reasonable for Twitter to claim that the number of essentially the number of said another way, the number of real unique humans that you see making comments on a daily basis on Twitter is above 95%. That is what they're claiming. Does anyone have that experience?
I mean,
really? Listen, there's a bridge I'd like to sell you.
Twitter claims they only have approximately 5% of bots, which means 95% of their daily users are actual daily users. Now, that seems like a very high number. And bots, I would think that bots would naturally be a little bit higher than 5%, but that's what Twitter says. Elon Musk doesn't believe it, and that's a very huge point of contention, because if those are bots, they don't count as real people, so you cannot sell your advertising to those bots, because the bots don't have money. The bots, you can't really market anything to a bot. A bot is there to probably market to you or to change the way that you perceive certain events and certain things. But now it seems like this small thing you would originally have thought not that big of a deal. Now it seems like it might be putting the whole deal on the back burner so they can figure out exactly what the hell is going on. How many daily users does Twitter really have? Are they releasing their own misinformation about their own daily users? Do they have an incentive to keep a high number of bots probably pushing, theoretically, it's all a conspiracy at this moment, but theoretically pushing whatever their ideology is? Because you did get that other guy who, where Project Veritas had a video of a Twitter exec, maybe it wasn't a Twitter executive, but it was someone who works closely with Twitter, claiming that, sure, they probably have lost a lot of money because they're more ideologically based than they are money based. And
we're implementing all these rules and Elon wants to dismantle them, then technically our ideology has led us to not making money because we're not making money. And Elon wants to turn it the other way so that we can make money.
The rest of us who have been here believe in something that's good for the planet and not just to give people free speech.
I respect being more ideologically based than money based, because everything is first and foremost money based. But if you have your ideology, it depends on the ideology. If you're Christian and you really are trying to help people, then I like that ideology based. But the problem is people get carried away with this stuff, especially nowadays. Everyone can be propagandized so thoroughly. It's crazy. But Elon Musk, with his quest for freedom of speech on Twitter, and I guess Twitter's a sacred cow for them. Elon Musk suggests cutting Twitter offer by proportion of bots and calls it lack of explanation very suspicious, because they have not had an explanation as to how many actual daily users they have. Musk suggested cutting a $44 billion offer for Twitter based on the number of bots on the platform. He says the shares of fake accounts is about 25% of users rather than Twitter's 5% estimate. 5% does sound good, though. They probably have an incentive to make that sound good. Musk called Twitter's lack of explanation over the bot figure very suspicious. Elon Musk has added to uncertainty over his $44 billion offer for Twitter by saying the price should be cut by the proportion of fake accounts on the platform, calling Twitter's lack of explanation over its estimates very suspicious. We already read that. Musk agreed Saturday with conservative commentator Ian Mills Chong, who tweeted, if 25% of users are bots, then the Twitter acquisition deal should cost 25% less. And it's funny that they're all tweeting this stuff too. Absolutely, Musk replied. Musk put his deal to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share on hold until the platform could prove that only 5% of users are bots. Speaking on the All In podcast Monday, he said the figure was likely to be 4 or 5 times higher than that 5%, which is about 25%. A 25% reduction would reduce the value of the offer to $33 billion. That sum is far closer to Twitter's market value of just under $30 billion. Shares closed Friday at $38.29. Musk earlier questioned Twitter's lack of explanation over the 5% estimate, saying it had no incentive to tackle fake accounts. Yeah, it doesn't, though, because the incentive is to have as many active daily users as possible. Musk wants to try to get the cheapest deal that he can, and yeah, as you should, right? As you should, especially if you're buying something and they're not telling you exactly what they're buying. What are they doing? Twitter's a used car now? Sounds like it's a used car. They're trying to run back the mileage a little bit and try to present it in a more valuable state than what it really is, because it's not really that valuable. It's not really worth that much, especially now. It's not like it's peaking out. It's not like the world's going on fire because of Twitter, being on Twitter. But it is a good tool that people use. I get that. Replying to a user who asked if Twitter had been in contact, Musk replied, no, they still refuse to explain how they calculate that 5% of daily users are fake spam. Very suspicious. It marks the latest escalation in rhetoric in a turbulent acquisition process, and prompted Musk to remind investors of his priorities toward his other companies, Tesla and SpaceX. Musk had previously suggested taking a sample of 100 users to determine the number of bots on the platform. Allegedly breaking an NDA with Twitter, he replied to Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal's explanation as to why this wasn't possible with a poop emoji. Good old Elon and his memes. But there we go. How is it going to go on from here? We'll see. Deal's probably still going to go through. He might get it. I don't even think they're going to. Who knows where exactly are in their negotiations to figure out exactly how they're going to be doing this. But it will be interesting to see how this all plays out, and if he can get a discount on the bot accounts, if they are actually bot accounts, if they're this or that or whatever. We'll be seeing. So it's going to be interesting to see in a few months how this all plays out. Give me a subscribe. Give me a like, guys. We'll be... what else we got coming up? I started doing a lot more of the shorts. We're doing reactions on the shorts. I'm going to do a little bit more reaction videos along with the news that we cover here. Figure out some of the different types of subjects that we can go through. The incel videos have been fun, and I love seeing you guys. You guys like to argue. Everybody likes to argue on here. Which, hey, it's fun. I'm with it. Anyway, guys, Give me that like, comment, subscribe, click the like button, all that other good stuff. Peace out. See you next time.